know, everybody has a dream. You have a dream. Everybody has a dream. That's one of the dreams of life, to be able to play football at Wembley. And to play at Wembley is something special because they have a road that goes up and it's called Wembley Way. The old Wembley was a road that went up Wembley Way, you know. The atmosphere, coming from the hotel in the coach with an escort by the police, you feel very special. And then you see the towers of Wembley and you walk out into the tunnel and you look at the pitch and, you know, it's a real dream come true.
All set for the FA Cup final. 100,000 people, £128,000 receipts. A record. There's the ball. And Leicester kick off.
I don't know what it's like in other countries, but to play in an FA Cup final for every young person or every man becomes a footballer, your real ambition is to play in an FA Cup final. I mean, I'd seen some of the great finals on television, like they were through the years. And we played in the cup final in '69 and we won it, you know, and it was amazing situation.
Summerbee moved inside. It's Willett with him. Summerbee back to Young. It's there! Beautiful goal! Scored by Young. Made by Summerbee. 23 minutes gone.
Francis Lee, who played in the same side, he said he made the goal because he took the throw in to me. Quickly, he said, I made the goal, you didn't. But I did, you know, it was simple for me. I'm used to be able to get to the dead ball line and pull the ball back, and it was just a simple ball for me to play to Neil Young, and he struck it very, very well. You know, so it was to be part of it, playing an FA Cup final, and also be part of a winning team, and also to be able to lay on the goal that won the game is something that, you know, you're always very proud of as a person, as a footballer.
Mike Summerbee había llegado en 1965 procedente del Swindon Town a cambio de 35.000 libras, con el City en plena crisis y jugando en la Second Division. 2 ascensos después, aquella FA Cup del 69 solo fue el inicio del periodo más exitoso de los Citizen. A este trofeo le sumaron la Copa de la Liga y la Recopa en el 70, además de un par de Charity Shield. La Santísima Trinidad llamaban al trío formado por Colin Bell, Francis Lee y Summerbee. Venerados por sus aficionados, la zona roja de Manchester a Mike le daba otro trato.
They used to give me a lot of stick because I was very slim then, I had a big nose, and they used to shout about my nose all the time, and this did bother me. And I used to occasionally, and I used to take a corner occasionally, I used to pretend to take it and stop and go, and I used to blow my nose on the corner flag. But now you couldn't do it today. My period as a footballer was something that you dream about. It was such a fantastic time, you know. They always said, play football with a smile on your face. And that's what we did. We played, enjoyed it.
20 años como profesional, una década en el City en la que sumó 357 partidos y 47 goles. Jugador de banda derecha o punta, reconoce que el suyo era otro fútbol.
But it's totally different. In my day, the pitches were heavy pitches, going about. The pitches were beautiful today. In our day, the pitches were not good, and there was a lot of physical contact play, you know. Tackling from behind, it was a physical game. Today, it's very much artistic, you know, great control of the ball, wonderful passing of the ball, the quickness of the game. An example of life, you put George Best playing football today, Manchester United would probably need 6 players on the field with him, because he was that good. But when he played, he played, people were kicking him up all the time, he had to ride the tackles. Today, people don't tackle you today, really. There's no real tackling in the game.
No por casualidad, Summerbee pone como ejemplo a George Best. El 7 del United fue su amigo y socio. Solo rivalizaron en el campo y ante alguna chica. Manchester les unió enseguida.
I just signed for Manchester City in 1965, and I was staying in a hotel in Manchester, and I went down into town to a little cafe, and I was sat in the cafe, and George Best was sat on his own. It was George Best, me, and a girl, a very attractive girl sat there, a blonde girl. I knew him, he wouldn't have known me, because I wasn't very famous, not like George Best. And we caught eyes, so I went over speaking, introduced myself to her, and eventually the girl came and joined us. Her name was Georgina, and she became very friendly with the two of us. We did an article in a newspaper, every month. It was called the Best Set. Georgina was in it. Dennis Law, Bobby Charlton. George Best was way up with them all. You know, you can't say he was the best of them all, but he was very much like a Messi-type player. You know, but Lionel Messi was very intricate. George Best played football as if he was playing in the street with a group of boys. You know, when he was a kid, he just went out and played his football, and he did it, and he was just a fantastic player. I mean, I could play, but not in the same world as what he was. He was a genius, a genius.
El irlandés de Belfast, que jugaba de rojo, y el chico de Preston, de las afueras, que vestía la camiseta azul, siempre vivieron con normalidad su amistad, en un entorno en el que el fútbol les podía haber separado.
We had the most wonderful time, George Best and myself, in Manchester. Together, we never spoke about football. It never crossed our minds. I played against him. He played for Manchester United. I played for Manchester City. There was no, in the 60s and 70s, there was no what's he doing with him or what they're doing together. It was a friendship, you know. It's like saying Messi doesn't want to have a meal with Ronaldo, or I don't know if they do, but I mean, that didn't come into the equation. Whether you play for City or United, the friendship means more than that. The friendship meant more than what colour shirt you wore or who you played for. Once the whistle went at the end of the game, friendship was there. That was it. Nobody bothers us in the street. When we went to the nightclubs, there was no aggravation with people, you know. All the girls went for George, and I just waited for him to make a decision, and so I could have a talk to the other girls.
Colgó las botas en el 79 en el Stockport County, pero John Huston, el director norteamericano, le llevó a la prórroga. Quería que formase parte del reparto de Evasión o Victoria. Un partido de fútbol entre prisioneros aliados y soldados nazis durante la Segunda Guerra Mundial, cuyo rodaje dejó muchas historias de backstage.
The film was made in Budapest, and really it's like going to Las Vegas. You say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So what happened in Budapest stays in Budapest. You can imagine really, there was a group of players. You had Bobby Moore, Pelé, Ardiles, Casimir Dana, Paul Van Hims, Co-Prince, all these famous international footballers together for 6 weeks every day.
So each of you will have to make his own decision. We play. What else can we do? Well, yes, we play. Yeah? Right. Yeah. Everybody.
You know, we used to go to the film set every morning. We had to be up at 6 o'clock. We used to get there about 6:30, and we'd go into one of the huts, and Sylvester Stallone would be there, Michael Caine, and we all mixed in together. The strange thing about it was that all the actors wanted to be footballers, and all the footballers wanted to be actors.
If you can get up here, don't try and run through. Don't try and be a hero and get a goal yourself. That centre I want up there, and I want you to pass. Pass. Always pass. Which means that as they...
Give me this. Kobe, after giving me ball, here I do these, go. Easy.
And Michael Caine was brilliant, and Stallone brilliant. You know, they enjoyed every minute of it because it was just a bit of fun. It was good. Pelé was fantastic. You know, it was just like a group of lads together. You know, there was no more famous ones. There are famous ones, but when we were together, we were just a group of lads together, and we had a fantastic time. And we used to go out every night. We used to go to some of the nice restaurants where you could have the best food, because the Iron Curtain went up. We had caviar every night. We had whatever you wanted to do. And it was just fantastic. We just had a great time.
Come on, Hatch. Come on.
But I mean, it's a true story, you know that. The team that we played in is Dynamo Kiev. Most of them were killed by the Germans. But the thing was that for us to be there to represent that team, and I think they'd have been very proud of the class of players, the world-class players that were coming there to represent them as a team, you know. It's still a very popular movie all around. In America, it's called Victory. It's not called Escape to Victory, it's called Victory in America. And so really, it was a privilege for us to be there and to be involved. We had no idea, really, that it was going to end up being a big movie, you know.
A los 71 años no puede permitirse estar lejos del césped, el estadio, el balón y la portería.
Football itself it's been in my family. My father played football. My uncle played football. My son played for Swindon Town. He went to City here, and then he went on to Sunderland and did very, very well. So it's in the blood. I've got a grandson. He's got a chance of being a footballer. But the level today is very high, you know, and expectations are very high. But I mean, you know, I'm very lucky.
Digna de película.